Hey, good morning, folks. AJ, the CEO here, and we are back here at Abundant Life. We're going to be here for a minute because we're going to try and get as much of this stuff done as possible. They're looking at starting service the first Sunday in December or the second, and pretty much I'm kind of in a unique kind of position because I really can't finish up everything until they're getting ready to move in because I have their other cameras. Now, one thing I'm trying to lights to turn this on. One thing is I still have the camera that's pulled down from the baptismal pool. So what I'm gonna do is start tacking my cables across here and put the placement for the PTZ. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna stagger these. I'm gonna put one right here, and then instead of putting it directly across, I might push it back a little bit, or vice versa. But I do have the mount for the old camera that I took down that we replaced with a black one in the front. So I'm gonna mark off my locations, drill the holes for them, then ultimately leave one in the final position. So that camera is done. Then I only need to pull one more camera when they're ready to move. The holes are already done, the cables are already ran. And then the one for the baptismal pool, it's no rush, but we'll get back to there. Now, I also have some felt that I used the Good Shepherd to wrap around the beams right there. And as much as I was dreading this, I need to, the 6 panels right here were pulling away because of the beam at the top is bowed. So I'm gonna have to at least pull 6 panels off of here, almost this entire side, to squeeze that over there. I might be able to just loosen up the screws and then slide it over, but we're just gonna take the whole thing, this whole side down, and go from there, and then also probably focus on the cables and everything inside of the hallway to get those cables out of the way and done. Then we also need to hang a TV mount here, and I'm not gonna be able to do that by myself, but we need to take the TV down from the gym, move it back here, and this will be the back wall. And it looks like they did the air conditioning already. Cool for that. And then, like I said, I just need to wrap this stuff around. And we got one SDI cable that's gonna go to the camera. The other one is for the snake. And I also have a mount, the mount that I was telling you about. What church was that? Amazing Grace World Fellowship. That extra mount that I was gonna return. Instead, we're gonna repurpose that, and that's gonna come and go back here because that's what's gonna hold the 2 S16s that are gonna be back here for the sound system. So, a lot of work. I thought they painted those. I guess not. I guess that's why they got this here, to paint those. Anyway, let's get to work and try and knock out the easy stuff first because that's gonna take a minute. And then I also need to come back. I had to go to Good Shepherd to replace the motherboard in the back of their screen. So let's get the easy stuff done. I'll start with the cables on this side, tack them across, and then go from here. You know what, I'm gonna stagger this. I'm gonna put the camera maybe right here. So that's 2 sconces down. And then the other one, I'll do 3 sconces down. And we'll go from there. All right, I got the SDI, and the sun came right in on me, but I got the SDI cable there. You can't see it. The ceiling cracked right there when I was screwing in there, so we're gonna have to spackle that up, and they're coming here to paint. So when they come in, I'll just point that out to them. Now what I need to do is run another cable, and I'm gonna run that this whole length, and then trying to think how I'm gonna do this because they want this to be out of sight, so I'm probably gonna push this back. I may see if I can just drill a hole up and then run it all the way here and go up and then meet it back over there. That's if I can get to this corner, Because if I come back there, where is that? That should be right over there. Let's see if I can get over there. They closed it up on me. All right, I gotta come back for that. And I need to run my cables for this. So I know my mind just got changed on what I was doing, but I need to go to Lowe's and get another pass-through that I'll nail on this side, and then they're gonna seal this up so everything can come through. And I also need to run another outlet. So I need to find where that is up there, run another outlet down that bigger hole. And that's the reason why you do that, because there isn't, the fact that they want to hide this rack, there's no outlet back here. So gonna run that down and maybe put an outlet over here so that I can tap into that, or the light maybe. Well, no, because the light is going to be powered on and off. Anyway, we're going to put something there, and we do have smart switches, smart outlets that I'm going to put this on, so it'll function the same way, but if somebody leaves this on by mistake, we'll be able to turn it off. So I think we're good. Let me pull my cable for this distance, tack this up, and work on this other side. Now, here early, and it looks like they locked up where my stuff is. So running the cables in the hallway, I'm not really able to do until they come here so I can get the conduits that are locked up. Also, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a double gang box and put that right there to cover that up. And those are gonna be for my joints. The other thing I need to do is I need to pull this cable back. This is gonna be for the TV. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this back through here, run that up, and let it run this up a little bit and then come out, because the TV is gonna be up there. So I don't need to do that, and I need to terminate that right there and hook the camera up. So let's do that. Then we're gonna move over to the other side, and then the mount is gonna stay on that side. And I'll run the SDI cable the same way, and then run the snake all the way back. All right, we got this camera in its final position. And like I said, I staggered it, just moved it back one, nothing major. Just to give it a little bit something different. Now, I'm going to tack this cable down and then run the Ethernet cable all the way down. And that one needs to go up here some way and over. So they said they sealed it up. All right, I need to see about getting over here. This was open for me to run a cable through here, but I guess they sealed it up. So let me stretch this cable here, and let's get this stuff done. And I wish I had other tacks that I could nail in, but I think that is a part of the tools that they have locked up that I can't get to. But we will see what we can do. And ultimately, I might even just start the work on the screen and see what I can do with that. But let's get this stuff done, and then we'll work our way back. All right, cable and camera done. Well, the SDI cable, we still gotta run the snake back this way, and the cable for getting power to that camera back here as well too. And I'm wondering, see, they didn't keep that hole big enough. I might have to pop that piece right there and go straight up, and then see if I can find it, and then bring it over and drop it back down. And it would be easy if I did the same thing here. If I was able to just go straight up from the camera into the ceiling and come over, I just don't think I can get over that way. But let's go up there and see. And then the next thing I'm gonna work on is that rack where that snake is gonna be connected to. Gonna need to put it close to some power, so I'll probably put it right here. And then, I mean, I guess they could run an extension cable, but maybe I'll put it on this side of the wall, so that way when you walk in, you can see the lights right there. I think I will do that. Let's move this out of the way, move my ladder, start assembling this, and we go from there. Alrighty, so as much as I wanted to just punch a wire up, I'm not gonna be able to get all the way over there. Maybe a push rod could get me there, maybe. But that's just gonna be tight to try and get all the way there. I mean, granted, that would be a more direct run. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get over there. Cause, yeah, I don't know. I might have to go with the plan of just running this up to the front like I was thinking. But there are all our cables there running down here. So, and there was actually another cable up here, a shielded cable. I didn't run that, but it was just bundled up over here. So hold on, let's get back over here. Yeah, so this cable was here, and I don't know who did that. I didn't, and I don't recall that being up here when I ran my cables, so I'm not sure. Yeah, they just tied this off. Oh, this must have been going to like the speakers or the lights or something, because that's what that's going through. But oh well, let's get back down here. And I do need to run a cable up and over. I'm gonna pull the cables for the digital wall up and then fish them back down in the hole. Alrighty, we're over half of the way of being able to pop this stuff and then pull that beam out behind there and slide everything over almost like 1/8 of an inch. That's how wide it got up to the top. So I'm gonna take a break after this, once I do this, and then head over to Good Shepherd early, switch out the panel, test that out, and then head back here and go to Lowe's, get the other supplies for the stuff that I need, because I need some more coax anchors to anchor all the way, at least to right there. No, because I went up there, I couldn't find that. So we're gonna have to punch all the way over and maybe come up in that corner somewhere or work it back up that way, something like that. All right, this is taking much longer than I thought. So I had to go over another row and pull that over to get it. So let's back up here and see. I mean, all of that, it was like 1/16 of an inch that was making daylight come through. So, I mean, it's level, but I don't know if you can tell that top. Oh, let me take you up here. See, I don't know if you can tell. See, it's bent out and this board is twisted and it kind of pushed everything out of line. So I got this, I'm gonna cut into that and take just that little piece off and then work up. And I put some more felt on this end, not that it was needed, but it's exposed, might as well put it up here. Alrighty, I think I'm good. Because from here, I'm not seeing anything, so. All right, so let's take a break, but we're gonna go over to Good Shepherd to replace the motherboard in their screen. Hopefully that will fix that issue, and then we'll be back here. I need to go get some supplies from Lowe's. Cable, do some conduits so I can put my electrical outlet and all that other fun stuff. I'm surprised they just couldn't run something up under here. They were supposed to put an outlet back there. I don't know what happened with that, but oh well. Let's get over to Good Shepherd. All right, it looks like I got my days backwards. There's nobody here, so let's go continue with some food, and then we just head back over to Abundant Life. All right, folks, I haven't been recording that much, but I got the ladder back here, getting ready to put the mount for the back TV. I have done some work up here, at least the initial stuff. Let me show you what we got. All right, so up here, I've placed my outlet, and we're gonna secure that up there. That's the smart one, and then we've done a lot of this stuff, and then if I go out here to the hallway, this is where I've been concentrating a lot of my work right now. So we're right to the hallway with our conduit. So we got it running so far here. Then we just gotta cover this distance and then tied into there. I ran some extra cable, so this is long enough, so we'll be shortening that on the end so that we put another box to hide the terminations over there. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna put another box over top of where all of those couplers are, so there'll be enough space. But besides that, I think we're doing very good so far. I'm gonna pull those a little bit tighter so that I can put this other piece of conduit up. And then I have a small piece to go right here. And then we're gonna do junctions on these. Now this conduit doesn't have like a 90-degree placement, so we're gonna be doing something. Again, probably I'll do another box right here. We'll cut the top off so it can go flush all the way up to the top. So we'll cut this whole piece off and it'll slide up. And we'll do something similar to right here at the corner. And then we'll do another one of these on that side right there. All right, so issue we got here is I don't have a stud to go into here. It's on right there in those seams. That's what we got. So what I'm gonna have to do is do a board across both of these. And a good thing, the TV will hide this. And I'll make sure I paint it white just in case if anybody has an issue with it. But I'm gonna put two boards there that will stretch so I can screw into them, and then the mount will screw into that, and we'll have more than enough support for that. Alrighty folks, so didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but they're doing some painting right now, so I'm gonna come back. Plus I need to get some boards, and they've already cleaned up all the scrap wood. So I'm gonna go to Lowe's, and I need to get two 34-inch long, or just a 6-foot long board, 2x4, and I gotta cut it to 34 inches each. And then that's what I'll anchor into the back wall, and then put the mount over top of that, and then we'll be good for the mount for the TV. I need to let them know they need to put an electrical outlet back there. And I think they're done back here. What I'm gonna do is, now that I got the screen done, I'm gonna come back in here. We're gonna put the mount on the wall that we tried to do earlier. We got another ladder so I can prop it up, so I can at least mark it where it needs to go. And then we need to figure out how we're gonna get over here. I don't know if this was a pull string. No, this is a speaker cable. If I can find where this is, we'll pull our cable off of that. It's just an Ethernet cable, so it's not a big deal. And then we also got to figure out how we're gonna run our other cable for the camera over here. Now I don't want to cut into this brand new door, but the fact that it's black, it wouldn't be seen. Trying to think. Need to get this on the other side of here. And these are mine. Need to set these up here so we don't lose them. Just got to figure out how to get POEs over here. And honestly, if I'm pulling two Ethernet cables, I might as well pull them in the same path. So as much as I don't want to get over here, I might have to at least maybe get my long push rod, cut a hole, push all the way up in there. And kind of like what they did here, they did a notch right there. So I'll notch out this small piece, punch through there. Gonna be small, like about the size of a dime. Run those 2 Ethernet cables in there. One of them will terminate in here. So we gotta find where that is. It should still be up there because that cable is here somewhere. So we just gotta find where that is upstairs. Pull the other cable, and see, this is what I wish I had white cable. And this will be kind of a pain. Actually, there is that white cable still in the ceiling. And that was a shielded cable. Either way, maybe come down, wrap that around here. Worst case, I'll just paint the cable. If we can punch back through up here in this corner, we should be able to find where that is over here. Just run it across the top, drop it down, and then we're good. Got to figure that out. And then I'll probably come back later tonight or early tomorrow morning. But I think, because they're doing touch-up painting right now, so we gotta, I mean, it's always the little stuff that's left that we gotta do. So we're gonna have to get this in that corner. I need to get a ground screw. Something told me to get one, but I didn't get it at Lowe's. I gotta go back there anyway. Get that outlet will be done. Tack that on the other side of this wall, the conduit running up. Hook it up to one of the junction boxes up there to get power. Then this is good. Cut the sleeve on here, because let me turn you around. Because I got the cable in the sleeve here, and it's 25 feet. We obviously not going to need that. This is going to be wedged in the corner. Hopefully it can fit right there. So you'll just see maybe a little bit of it, but the rest of it will be sticking back there, and nothing will be out except for just reaching around and hitting the on. But if I train them to use the smart switch, then nobody will really be touching this, kind of like at Good Shepherd. So we'll put that there. That'll be done. Later, we're going to come back and hang the TV. I'm going to probably get my brother-in-law, because we got to take it down from the gym, bring it over here. But that's one of those things I might not touch that, because the same type of work that's going to take to move the cameras, which is just going to be now right there, and then the baptismal pool, we don't want to touch that until they're really ready to move, because if we move it, they won't be able to use any of the stuff in the gym, since that's where they're having service right now. So I got my stuff marked. I'm just trying to have a mental note of everything. Like I said, I might come back, or this might just be tomorrow morning early to get in and do this, but let me get my stuff, go to Lowe's, ground and screw 2x4, and yeah. So we'll either see y'all tomorrow in the next video, or we'll just splice this to another video, and we'll just go from there.